So we got into storytelling time, folks. I'm sorry, we're a minute late here. But we're here to play Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. I need to turn on my ring light just to get my pretty face out there. No hat tonight either, folks, so I can show off the haircut in all of its glory. I'll zoom in on it in a little bit.
Anybody notice anything different about me?
Got my hair cut.
Got my first COVID vaccine! A team!
Nice. Well, yeah, we're here to do a couple things. Let's get business out of the way. We're here to play D&D first, and then second, we are sponsored by some people. We're going to start with Roll20, bottom left corner. They have sponsored this. They gifted us this module. Great company. One of the best virtual tabletops you could use. They have 8 million concurrent subscribers. It's free to join up. Go to roll20.net. This is how we roll. Click your token first. Second's going to be found from their coffee. Go ahead and y'all want coffee during this time. See, he drinks coffee straight from the water pitcher. But go to foundfamiliar.com/FeatherFall. Get 10% off your order there. Last but not least, Skull Splitter Dice. Yeah, go ahead and get some metal dice. Funzy's going to hold hers up because she's got them right there, I imagine. Oh, nope, never mind. Bluff called. I got some metal dice. I just sent some metal dice to Cranky and Robo for their birthday. So all of the amazingness that you all gave to them on their birthdays, they got it in the form of dice. I want to say thank you all for that. Robo, happy birthday, by the way. And Cranky, you're both in the chat. Happy birthday. M. Vic, what is up here for the funsies? Lord of Pants. We have a Lord of Chance and a Lord of Pants? Mm-hmm. What crazy world are we living in?
It's strange, but they're all diametrically opposed to Michael Flatley, the Lord of the Dance, as well. There's going to be a Mortal Kombat session eventually.
So we have somebody in here that does like Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance. I'm not going to say who.
I don't think you have to. Maybe I should go put on one of my Michael Flatley shirts.
Yeah.
No.
Do it. We'll pause. No, okay.
No.
Go to Skull Splitter.
Week.
There's a link in the
Next
chat. Use that to get 10% off your first order there. Funsies, she won those in our charity giveaway. Yeah.
This is in the color Awesome Red.
Awesome Red. I think that's the official name of the color. So we got a couple people in the... couple things going on in the chat already. So Seth the Hex, thank you for the follow 5 hours ago. I think I see you in the chat, so welcome. Lord of Chance, 8 months at the tier 1. Cranky Old Mage, 10 months at the tier 2. Cranky has the
exclusive, elusive.
What is the thing? The Mind Flayer with a top hat and a monocle emote. That comes with the tier 2. It's behind the paywall. Unfortunately, you got to pay to win to get that. And Vic subscribed for 4 months. Thank you so much, everybody, for those resubscriptions. We got a couple cool things going on. I believe Robo, don't.
Today, Junior.
I feel called out. No, we got a couple cool things going on. So we got our bit badges done, so I think you can interchange those with some other things. So we got them at 1K, 5K, and 10K. 1K being a copper currency from this weird game we all play called Dungeons and Dragons, and then 5K being the silver and 10K being gold. So I don't know how you show those. They're uploaded. I think you got to do that thing. So I think, yeah. I'm trying to see if somebody in chat has it. Cranky, 100 bits. Thank you so much. I think you have to choose next to your name. We'll figure that out later, though. Not worried about it right now. Here for the funsies, 200 bits. Hype train started. Thank you so much. This is going to derail the first half of this game already. But yeah, so with that said... See, there's funsies. There it is. There's the copper one. Right next to Funsy's name. I love it.
You know, I wouldn't call this a
derail
derail.
it.
I would call it a hype training montage.
Hype train montage.
We getting onto the rail of the hype train?
Lola, I feel attacked after that. I gotta go. No. But so, just that's the business. We're all done with that stuff. We're gonna talk about the schedule here. Every other Monday, we're here playing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. If you're out there in podcast YouTube land, come join us for the live show that we have on twitch.tv/FeatherFallTT. We appreciate that. Robo Raygon, 100 bits. Lord of Chance, gifting out 5 tier 1 subs. Y'all, way too much. Wow. Friendly Kobold, Anders MK Hansen, The Bee's Knees, Shadows of Acronia. Thank you, welcome. But so every other Monday, we're here playing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Come join us if you're in any of these other places. We are on a push to make Twitch partner. It's a long road. Hopefully we can do it somehow. I would also like to say we're 161 follows away from 1,000. At 1,000, we're going to do a pretty fun giveaway.
Whoa.
So if we, tell your friends. If you're watching and you haven't followed, be sure to follow. I mean, only if you like the content. It is what it is. Then every other Wednesday, we're here playing Descent into Avernus. And Terror Billie Jean, 200 bits. Cranky Old Mage, another 100 bits. Thank you so much. Y'all are too much again. So yeah, every Wednesday, Descent into Avernus, and then starting May 9th, we have our Cyberpunk Red game with a bunch of great people there as well. Yeah, be sure to join us for that, and then every other Saturday, Gateway Wars. All right, all that nonsense out of the way. We do have some Candlekeep mysteries, but they got pushed out due to Two Socks having some personal family things come up, which is all good. No rush there. Yeah, so quick shout out to all the amazing people here sitting at the table with us. We are down one person, so we are looking to fill that spot. If you are interested, Dion, I believe you are interested, and London, you are interested. There's a few other people that hit me up. I haven't made a decision yet. We're not really a big rush, so just if you are interested, let me know. But going around the table, we have Here for Funsies. Be sure to check Funsies out where you can find Funsies. Twitch.tv/Here for the Funsies.
You can find me on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I stream a lot of different games, and I also stream my crafting hobbies, which has been needle felting. This is what I made so far not today. Anyway. I'm awkward. Love you guys.
And then directly below, Friendon, amazing artist over at friendon.com, I think is a thing. No, it's twitch.tv/friend.
You got it. You know what? I would like to say let's underpromise and overdeliver on the amazing artist thing. No, actually, yeah, I draw art every day of the week. You can find me. I do it for TableTop, and I also play TableTop on Thursdays on my stream too. And there's good people in that community. Come hang out with them. If you come for me, stay for them. That's what I'm saying.
Onlyfriends.com.
Mm-hmm. It's actually onlyfriends.art I actually own.
Nice. Yeah, and I do the air quotes around Friendon saying drawing. He did say that he's turned it into a just chatting stream.
I know. It's basically an excuse for people to make me do push-ups now. That's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. How else are you going to get swole?
Like Twitch.
Moving down, Lord of Chance. I don't want to say like sister channel, but friend channel of the stream. The Homebrew RP. We have Church in our Descent into Avernus game, but Homebrew RP, Lord of Chance, founder, creator, owner.
This is the moneymaker right here, I would agree.
Exactly. Miko Bites, thank you for the follow. Love to see you here from the friend in stream. And last but not least, Travis, he's going to start streaming Link to the Past speed runs again. I can feel it.
Yeah, we'll see. Somebody did send me an Ocarina of Time randomizer that I might play and could maybe stream that. We'll see.
He will.
Slippery slope.
He will.
Slippery
He
slope.
will. Travis is going to do it. Travis?
I'm unreliable
pressure's
as
a
hell
bitch,
with that
just
shit,
do it.
so we'll see.
It's true. All right, so that's an amazing cast. We have some amazing people in chat. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. But let's get into the game while we're all here. This is probably our fastest one moving into the game ever, by the way, which this group, mark it on your calendars. So, yeah, moving into the game, what happened last time? You all have been kind of moving around 10 towns pretty easily. You started in Caer Konig, where you helped Trovis find out how some things were missing. You found some goats. Found some magical items, brought it back to the town. You set up a little dispensary of essential oils and whatnot. It's there.
It was wiped out for a hot second.
Yeah, exactly. But then your trip brought you south looking for Sefik, which has been rumored to be, murdering people. Unknown as to why. It has something to do in the towns where they are giving sacrifices to the Frostmaiden. But with that said, you have found your way down to East Haven, where quite an eventful start to that. You witnessed, and before we get into this, I do want to point out that there is a content warning here. So if you are not, if you're not into this kind of stuff, maybe find a different channel. I apologize, but the content warning: it is an adult game. It has 18 plus content, so please be aware of that as we proceed. But as you start in East Haven, you found out that there was a public execution going on to a wizard that seems to have been tried for killing 4 fishermen. And then while you're, making s'mores on the pyre that was built for this wizard, the captain came up to you and asked you to help out in finding a cauldron that could help feed the entire town. But on your way through the town, you were looking for a church. And in that church, one of the party members, Nikki Cage, found somebody from her past that made her turn tail and walk away. So where we pick up is in front of that church, a nice big building. Doors open and you see that person sitting in the pew. And as you look back, you see Nikki Cage walking away from you. And then kind of, they cross in front of another person and then gone. You can't, see Nikki Cage, knowing that she can change who she looks like. You feel it probably is a fruit, it's going to be impossible to find her there. So maybe the search is a little bit fruitless. So also, y'all, I just got my second shot today, so my brain is a little cloudy, so a couple words aren't coming to it right away.
In fairness, I'm cloudy brain at all times, so we're on just equal playing fields now.
Puff, puff, pass.
Puff, puff, pass the duchy. My wife didn't know what that meant. I'm like, come on.
Pass the duchy on the left-hand side.
Exactly. And as promised, let me do this real quick. So, as promised, you can see this line of hair right here. That's where the barber cut off, and on this side, it's not there. So, the point is here versus the point here.
Who
And then
requested that?
back behind the ear, it's really bad too. So when it was like to the skin, it was really bad because that was the edger that she used too. It was just like, wow.
She lined you up. She lined you up on one side and not the other.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna notice that because I didn't notice it until you said something.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I can see now. Who's
That's
Bob?
all I'm
I just see a
looking at.
hairline. That's
Just
it.
see a hairline. Thanks.
I'm going to be distracted the rest of the night.
All right. Well,
Me too.
It's been a great stream, everybody. We made a 15-minute. No, just kidding. But yes, that's where we pick up right where standing in front of that church, watching Nicky Cage just turn away from you all. Not really sure why. Which it was John Travolta. But that's where we'll pick up. So what do you all want to do? And I will remind you, you do have the quest to go find the cauldron.
And that was in a cave, right? Potentially, it was a witch's cave.
So it was in a cave. I don't know if witch was given.
I think it was a lady, a hag of some sort.
I think it was hag specifically.
Right. Hag, cauldron,
I
cave.
didn't
Obviously
take
a
notes.
witch.
Yeah, the one person that took notes is no longer here.
No longer with us.
Yeah, and advantage to a player. Thanks, Massacred. Anybody who needs it. So DM included.
No.
Okay.
Before we go find this hag in the cave, should we hire someone to document for us? I mean, just to keep track of everything, like an accountant.
Somebody that's maybe got a full-time job as an accountant?
My mother was an accountant, and I'm not feeling that really. Like I don't trust accountants because I don't trust my mother, and yeah. Everybody else trusts accountants. Are accountants okay? Have I had a bad thing about accountants for a long time for no reason?
I don't know. I'm bad with just money and writing.
I guess I'll write down stuff. And, I have my own business.
Well, normally I took notes too, but unfortunately I apparently ate my stylus in the last 4 hours, so if somebody else could open Notepad for maybe just this session, the next session I'll write it down because I don't trust any of y'all.
I love the out of character talk. In character though.
In character, but out of character, but in character.
What is this third wall you speak of?
It's characterception right here.
All for self-examination.
So I think Funsies, you were the one pushing for the church.
Yes. So, but is the John guy? Is he coming? Going?
He just stood up and looked out. Didn't really notice anything, and is kind of in there. So he's taller, humanoid, male, brown hair. Well dressed. Looks like another citizen of East Haven.
You guys think we should go in or no?
So what you're asking is, should we stay or should we go?
Yes, that is what I'm asking.
I mean, it's more interesting there than out here. I say we go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
We slowly walk into the church. Kind of. I'm a back row Baptist.
Sure.
Or at least it was when I went to church. So I'm gonna just scoot on back there.
Okay, so as you walk in and get a better picture of what's happening, there is what you would assume is a clergy person, which this is to the Frostmaiden.
Okay.
And then it's just John Travolta in here. I hate that name so much.
What a Travoltan development.
That's true.
You look very familiar, sir.
I don't believe we've met. And he kind of scoffs as he looks at a lion, a hobgoblin, a goblin.
A witch in a wardrobe.
A witch in the wardrobe. Follow. London _hi_ friends. Thank you for the D4. So we have advantage and a D4 in chat. I don't think we've met.
Do you come here to this church often?
Regular, yes. I drop in every day, just in the morning to talk, and then.
Is it
What about
the
summer
nighttime
nights?
right now?
What about summer nights? Well, I mean, every day, and then we.
Well.
Why?
Way more.
Why are you looking? Why are you asking? Do you come here often? Because to be honest, I haven't seen you here before.
No, we're new in town. We just wanted to get the lay of the land.
Oh yes, and question the faith of those in the town. I understand.
I think we were told we should come here. Are you the one that we want?
For what? Well, I mean, what are you looking for? What can I help you with?
Does anyone remember why we were told to come here? I don't remember. I was paying attention.
I was distracted by the fact that he's regular and he drops it every morning. I think that's good. It shows that you're eating your fiber. I have an interest in foodstuffs, but I will say, this lady you worship, you think how you feel about all the sacrificing that's going on?
Oh, I think that's atrocious. To be honest, it's really uncivilized, and people.
It's not this church doing the sacrifices, is it?
Oh no, we wouldn't do that here.
Well, I mean, that's good. What you know something about this hag lives in a cave, has a cauldron?
Well, you sometimes hear the fishermen out there talking about it. They tell the stories that an enchantress from one of the caves entices you with the smell of a good home cooked meal. And sometimes these fishermen are a bit reckless in their behavior. Really just to brave the wind and just the frigid, they may drink a little bit too much, and maybe their mind starts playing tricks. But it's no more than just a fisherman's tale.
Why hasn't anybody gotten this cauldron before?
Because I believe it not to be real.
Oh.
Oh, so you're convinced it's entirely a flight of fancy of these sailors?
Well, imagine for a second a cauldron that will, sustain an entire village just off magic. It's ludicrous.
We've seen some pretty weird things since we came down here.
Oh.
There was these dark dwarves that went invisible and stuff.
Yes. The Duragar. I have heard of such stories before.
I saw a human burn for the first time.
Yes,
Oh,
that
was
is
interesting.
that is an unfortunate day in our history. But I don't make the laws here. I just abide by them.
Out of character, what exactly did the wizard do again?
He
to
was
get thrown out?
he was suspected of killing 4 fishermen.
Okay. What do you think the motivations of that wizard killing fishermen was if he did do it?
He had gone a bit out of his mind in these last couple of years. I've known him in the past. He's been a resident of the town, but he's gone a bit. One might say he's lost his marbles.
So a resident went evil. Got it. The other thing is,
Well, I didn't say that. I said he kind of lost. Like he gets confused, and in that confusion, when you're pushed hard enough, you admit to things maybe you didn't do.
What was his name by chance?
I'd have to look that up as the D. Son of a bitch.
his name was Marble Loser, the wizard.
His name was
Mike Balzac.
Mike Friendlin Chance.
Z's.
Friendlin Chancy's Viper.
Her.
Friendlin Chancy's
Yeah.
Viper.
Friendlin Chancey's the Viper. We've heard tell of him in the Goblin Village. Dangerous. Almost. Yeah.
I've heard with these wizard folk, the
It
more
was-
names they have, the more power they
It
control.
was Dzan. That's what it was.
Oh. That's right.
I didn't have that page open because we've passed it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But again, I wasn't one to poke my nose in it. I figured he would come back to and understand that maybe he was not telling the truth, or he really didn't do it.
Who do you think that the government was the one trying to pin it on him? Maybe.
The government? I don't think there's people with that kind of nefarious side, but could be well within their power. Maybe it was more a case of name an NPC. Frenzy's Champer. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
Maybe it was a case of open and closed. Two birds, one stone. You close the case, you get rid of, a civilian that might be causing more trouble than they're worth. Which, if you ask me, that's entirely wrong philosophy.
What kind of trouble was he causing?
Yeah.
Other than like murdering people, allegedly.
So imagine as you said, a powerful spellcaster that maybe has lost their touch a little bit. Maybe sees things that aren't really there. They might cast a spell that hits the wrong thing. But again, it was unfortunate. And
What was the nature of their deaths? Like, how was they killed?
Yeah.
I haven't got their bodies yet. I know that's
That's right.
that's a list on the docket of the side quest.
Bodies haven't been found, which it sounds like you are hunting the elusive killer, or confirming what the local militia thought.
We were tasked with finding the bodies.
Yeah.
Captain Tita. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tita. So maybe if we were to find the bodies, we could put some spotlight on whether or not, like, that wizard should have been turned into barbecue brisket or not.
I think you very well could, and I would appreciate it.
Okay. Do you think their last known location was close to potentially this hag cave with a cauldron in it that could feed people?
Well, I mean, when you're out knucklebone fishing, it really is. It could take you anywhere on the lake, but there, with the current ice and blizzard that's happening, you can't have made it too far because there's not too much water left to fish on, just the very center. Also, let me be clear. I feel like whoever wrote this module has never lived in the frigid cold. There's no water. Just to be very clear, there's no water when it's that cold.
I know. Yeah. I've snowmobiled on a lake before. I know this as well. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Weird
exactly.
flex, but okay.
Weird flex, Brendan. I snowmobiled on this frozen thing.
God damn it. It's not something to brag about, so I didn't think it was a flex. I was just indicating that if you could drive a machine across it, it's ice.
Oh, look, I'm Brendan. I've traveled places.
I'm going to travel out of this game, okay? No. So with that in mind, sounds like that's your best interest too, as well as the town's. Like, you don't want people dying as a man of the cloth, right, for no reason.
Right, that's correct. I mean, yeah, I saw Zan in here a few times. He was okay. He didn't seem off. It's not Dungeons and Science Facts. It is.
You know what? I'm usually the kind of person that doesn't even like hard sci-fi. Like, give me the magic-y sci-fi. But I take umbrage on the concept that this place, which is enveloped in an endless winter, has a lake in it that's like, you can go fishing in the middle, it's fine. You can just go out there with a boat. It's good.
Why wouldn't you just say ice fishing? Like, boom. And he takes Dorothy umbrage at this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maybe there's a volcano at the bottom, keeping the water just warm enough to not be frozen.
Nice.
All right. My bad. You're all right. It's
We
magic.
have to go. Okay, so wait, no. Now we've got to go and discover this volcano.
Bring
You
me my
plan?
scuba suit.
Be Scuba Steve.
Steve. Damn
Oh,
you.
damn you.
I love that movie.
I wipe my own ass.
Oh, now who's humble bragging?
Do you guys want to play I Win?
No. No. How do you play that?
I win.
All right. But
I
certainly
win, Dale.
I could. It would be nice to know that we were right, and then we could hopefully make the changes needed to prevent this from happening in the future.
What does
Ooh.
the church say about all of the endless winter? Is it a good thing for them or a bad thing?
Well, for
I mean, I say it's a bad thing because you can't fish on a mostly frozen lake, how frigid it may be.
from my shoes, if I were a betting person, or if I were to
Betting.
read the signs appropriately, I believe that the Frostmaiden is upset at something we've done, and this is her wrath.
Mm.
Well, no indication on what it is y'all might have done wrong. That's okay if you can't think of it.
What does
Maybe a little
scripture
bit
say
longer
about
time out will let us figure it out.
what does scripture say about pleasing the Frost Maiden?
Well, it's kind of up to your own interpretation. It just says offerings. Clearly, some people have thought human offerings, which, you kind of raise an eyebrow to that, because most of the offerings are volunteer based, which
Interesting.
me personally I would not. But to each their own, I guess. I tend to offer, some of the more material things in life. Maybe that's what would please her. Maybe shiny trinkets and baubles of that nature.
Do you have any idea why? And this character will never remember the dark dwarves. So he's like, do you have any idea why them dark dwarves wanted to steal some baubles and trinkets? Do you think they're also worried about this endless winter? Were they making offerings? Maybe.
I don't think so. Everything I've heard, they're really worried about finding certain materials for some reason.
Mm.
Again,
But probably unrelated. You think?
I would think so. Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, the Duragar don't come up too often, and when they do, they have a need or a want.
Hmm.
Have you heard of Shardland?
No.
Nope.
I will say as a DM, it did come up earlier.
Okay.
Shardland was a rare stone or mineral that is found up here. I can find see if I can find a picture of it.
I am particularly interested in this Chardolin.
Yeah, I'll post it in the Discord chat. But Chardolin appears to be what they are searching for, and I've always found it odd that they would come into town and take trinkets and baubles.
Huh.
So interesting. Do you think they were? Did they have a rhyme or reason to what they were taking?
So there was some pearls, if I remember right. There were a couple goats for milking, but
Magic lamp?
Magic, some sort of lamp. Yeah.
Seemed about it.
They had a
I
zombie
take note.
ogre.
Did have a zombie ogre.
Interesting. Haven't seen one of those in quite some time.
You seen it before?
Oh,
That's the
yes.
first time I'd ever seen one.
Well, so it wasn't a zombie ogre. It was a skeleton giant. Some say
Potato,
that
tomato.
some say that there are some caves around here that when a giant goes to leave this plane, they would submerge themselves into some of the hot springs and, well, die. But then from there, sometimes they're resurrected as skeleton giants. Interesting, but we have encountered one or two in the years that I've been here.
Huh.
I'm
They
not-
go ahead.
I was just saying I hadn't heard of that.
Yeah. They intelligent? They communicate, or they just like do they retain any of themselves? The ones that you met?
Oh no! It was a it was a monstrosity that needed to be put down immediately.
Okay. Okay. Well, I feel as though you've been helpful. Is there anything you can think of that would help us on our quest to find them sailors and maybe clear some stuff up?
Just be careful. If it is that the militia were wrong, you may be walking into a bigger issue by exposing their
Like if they was covering
fallacies.
up by getting rid of that convenient guy, you're saying?
right.
Okay.
Politics.
Is there a particular person in the militia that controls the militia that we should avoid or look for?
No, but who gave you this task?
Lady.
Lady?
No, it was some weirdo without a shirt inside of a
Some
bar.
weirdo. Ronaldo did not give you the task.
Okay.
See, this is what we
Ronaldo
need to
wasn't-
describe.
Captain
Ronaldo-
Arlagath is the one that gave it to you.
Is that a what kind of person is that?
A humanoid person?
Was he the one in the crowd watching us watch the person burn?
Who?
Arlagath?
Captain Arlagath is a female.
I knew it. I told you it was a lady.
She was near the body and talked to you about it.
Okay.
These 2-week sessions are rough.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? I flipped.
I have everything but the name here, and that's why I was like.
Yeah.
And the main thing is that call. The other main thing is the cauldron that can conjure food, and that could potentially solve all the fishing disappearance problems. Right? It's kind of a twofer.
Right, that's what they're saying, yep.
Okay.
And can you think of anybody that would want to get rid of these fishermen and/or frame the wizard?
Well, I mean, I don't think... I mean, fishermen are a dime a dozen around here. Everybody's a fisherman. Everybody and their mother and their sister and their father and their grandpa. I mean, they're all really just... That's what we thrive on here. You know, those knucklebone fish out there. They are kind of the main export out of East Haven. But these 4 guys, I mean, no. But to cover it up, you didn't hear this from me, but I think there could be. Again, 2 birds, 1 stone. Get rid of the local causing problems and, solve a case open and shut, right?
How long were these folks missing before they apprehended this fella?
Couldn't have been more than 2 days. And he kind of looks back. He's like, "Well, I think we're going on 3 right. This is day 3 of their disappearance. Pretty open and shut case, if you ask me."
So they just caught him yesterday and they already burned him.
Yeah.
Seems a little fast.
That's
to me.
awfully, yeah, that's quick. That sounds like that feels like they had an agenda.
Who are we to judge, though?
The
So
judges, the judges?
Yeah.
A judgment.
We are the Watchers. No, so they sent us out, to look for these sailors. We met Ronaldo. We met you. We met the captain. Is there anybody else in town you'd suggest we talk to before we go off traipsing on this frozen lake?
That's the 3 main people in town. Just
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that's kind of what I was getting at. Is like, are there anybody else with exclamation points above their head? I should,
Just bob it
Yeah.
up and down.
Yeah. So okay, well, thank you. Anybody else? You think maybe we should go like make sure we got provisions and maybe head to the lake and do this thing?
So, I'm ready.
And the first name of the captain, by the way, is Imdra. IMDRA.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, if you need anything, I'm always here to help, guide you, chat with you, talk about your problems, whatever it may be. I'm here for you.
Okay. Well, you've been helpful.
Thank you. You hopefully may the Frostmaiden guide you on your quest. I don't.
She doesn't seem too happy.
I was gonna say I have a hard time saying that recently because the predicament we're in, but you can never
Thank you.
be too sure.
I mean, it's
I'm
better
also
than
with
nothing.
you.
May the fort. No. All right. So.
I bow my head and kind of walk out of the church.
Yeah, he like just touches your head or something. Oh, sorry.
Like, pull
I'm
away.
not.
Like it. My lion's mane.
I'm
How
not. I'm not
dare.
accustomed to. I mean, we just say goodbye usually, but I guess I was awkward. I apologize.
I'm a goblin. We say peace out, and I start to walk out of the church.
Moonwalk out of the church.
Yeah, backwards. Peace out, and then like bump into the door awkwardly. Oh.
Well, good luck. Okay.
Well,
So,
let's
so-
go to the. We got a free boat.
Yeah, so as you look on the map, you are here. This little black spot over here, that is the free boat that
Okay.
Captain Imdra.
I want to say it's nighttime though, isn't it?
It is probably early afternoon. The recommendation was to maybe sleep before you do go out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Let's go take a nap.
We are currently indisposed.
Did
Yeah.
everyone go buy something? We could go buy something.
So there were the real inn that you found was the White Lady Inn, where Ronaldo was holding his seance to summon the White Lady, which it appeared to have worked.
The White Lady is not the same as Frostmaiden.
That is what you would have gathered from that seance. Yes.
Yeah, because we basically asked if the person channeled was the Frostmaiden, and they said no.
She said,
right?
"LOL, JK." Yeah.
Yeah.
JK.
Okay, JK. Same
Then she told
title.
us- Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I forgot what she told us. What she tell us?
Oh, I don't remember what she told us. I was just gonna say she told us to rush B.
She she let you ask a couple questions. She talked about the magic cauldron is hidden in some frozen lakeside caves. The cauldron is guarded by an evil hag named Maud Chiselbone and can conjure enough stew to feed a starving town.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really the main thing. So the lady in white kind of reaffirmed your understanding of what is in this cave.
Okay. So everybody, do we want to look for the sailors first? Do we want to look for the cauldron and the hag first, or do we want to kind of try to do it twosies and see whatever we
I think we
find?
could get a twofer.
Two
Okay.
first, yeah.
I'll go, if you will.
But I
Is
think
there-
we should prioritize the cauldron. I mean, dead bodies aren't going to do much for this town, but if we come back with that cauldron that could feed the town, we'd make a lot of money.
I like that plan.
I kind of prioritize the cauldron too. Sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say we should go for the cauldron. We might find something about the bodies on the way, but I think that should be the priority.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Push comes to shove, we can always eat the bodies too.
If we find
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
depending on how decayed they
I
are.
mean,
I'm gonna nix that plan. I mean, I'm sure they're pre-frozen because it's pretty chilly, but I don't have the
Set 'em
proper
out for a few hours
spices.
to thaw.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that sounds hideous. Why would you suggest that?
Because go ahead, sir.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say they were part of the soccer team, is what I heard, and you know them boys usually pretty fit, and the muscles is good, and I could see myself eating on them. Probably good eating.
Gross.
Nasty.
Peter, you're nasty. So just a quick idea before. I mean, I'm assuming you're all gonna sleep for the night, but you are here on the lake in East Haven.
Got to switch. Mouse.
Yep. So you are on the lake here in East Haven. When you were walking past it, you could see that this entire southeastern coastline is kind of pockmarked with openings, different caves, different things like that. You couldn't see the northwestern side, which again, chat, never eat soggy Wheaties, right? So remember that little fun game in your head. That was a big to do before. I don't get it.
Oh, I don't remember why though.
Never
That's just weird.
eat soggy waffles.
Never
Why would
eats
you go
or
clockwise?
eats our watermelon. Yeah.
Northeast, southwest.
Yeah, exactly.
The mnemonic I learned was never eat sour wheat, so that one sucks even more.
Sour wheat.
Y'all
Yeah.
weird.
I'm old, okay? That's what the nuns taught me before they hit me with rulers. What can I tell you?
No, it's sour wheat. Blasphemer.
That's right.
It's
The
sour.
mark of the devil is upon him. Yeah.
Need the sour wheat to make the sourdough.
Oh, it's my starter.
But yeah, so you couldn't see the northwest side of that, but that southern coastline, you did see that there were pockmarks there. So are we heading to the White Lady Inn? You want to sleep on the road? You want to sleep on the lake?
We busted a lot of things, and by we I mean the summoning busted a lot of things in the White Lady house. So I'm gonna. I don't know how welcome we're gonna be there.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable there, even despite the stuff being broken. I don't.
Not a fan.
No.
And as the go ahead.
I'm gonna say we should go look at the ship and see how sea-bearing it looks. Like, is this like we'd be comfortable sleeping on it, or is this gonna be like all hands on death trap type ship?
I like that idea. Good to know
Not
what
bad
we're
idea.
waking up for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely better than sleeping on the road.
Yeah, so as you walk out to the dock, you see that there is a large ship that's is it moored? It's essentially surrounded by ice, and it looks to be the ferry. So it has a big onboarding platform where you would carry your wagons and whatever across it. But that is stuck in the ice, and then you see a dinghy. Much like a little rowboat that one of the militia are holding for you. And that is your boat. And again,
Throw my hands up and say "fuck."
as you look out into the lake, it's like a mile of pure ice before it hits any of that water. So you're carrying that thing for a while.
I'm starting to think this militia don't want us to succeed here.
I think so too. Is there anything that I can use, like? Oh,
Should we just say
I'm-
"fuck this noise" and go on to the next town?
I don't know. I think we need to gain our skills and hone our skills. I do have a jug that I can make into an alchemy jug.
Okay. Is that going to carry a boat?
I might not carry a boat, but we'll carry something.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Well, how about we go find a place to sleep, because this boat ain't going to cut it. We find a place to sleep. We come back. We look for that cave. We do the cauldron. And if they screw us over when we bring them this horn of plenty, then we know this militia's no good. We cut and run. We don't worry about them sailors.
Like it. Good plan.
It's a great plan.
Wait, are we sleeping at the other inn, or do we look for another inn?
I didn't personally have a problem with the other inn with Ronaldo in it. I thought he was fetching. And they are down a window, but it's better than an open air boat. So I'm down to check that out or to look for a new one either.
I think we should go if we can get a room there.
Okay.
Bottles over to the room.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
this
I mean,
point, I'm willing to take my chances.
with the haunted room,
Yes.
It's magical dream. Knows everything.
true. That's true. Yeah, they have a room. I mean, it's nobody. There's not really many travelers to and from the town, so the booming, tourist section of East Haven has been a bit dull with the endless winter. Poppy Chulo, nice. Of the endless winter, the booming tourist section is nothing more than just a quiet roar. So yeah, room, couple silver, no big deal. And I guess before y'all kind of lay down, go to sleep for the night, what does anybody want to do anything, or we can fast travel that as well?
I'm not very good at the artificer mechanics, so I don't know if there's anything that would be valuable or useful right now.
If I know from DMing Robo playing it, he does silly things that make his party even more annoying than than normal.
Come on, Robo.
I craft a ray gun.
I'm gonna continue to work on the Thigh Master.
Okay.
I'd probably hunt down Ronaldo and run the new information past him and see if he has any leads on the town being corrupt.
He's kind of, so after his little seance, he is drained. So
Okay.
he's just kind of sipping wine, maybe smoking on the pipe a little bit, but he's not really doing much else. He's just relaxing. I agree. Robo is too good for this world, and we don't deserve Robo, but Robo has found us for some reason.
Happy birthday, Robo.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Robo.
21.
21 years of age on this day. It was actually this minute that Robo was born, so welcome.
Yeah.
Like,
Little known fact, Robo absorbed his twin in the womb, and that's why he's twice as powerful as the average person.
well, he's the power of a adult human person and a fetus, so
Yeah.
Wait, what?
that is a quote from The Office.
It is.
I
Sorry.
was very confused there for a second.
All
like
the
The way this
strength of
night's
Norman
going.
Reedus.
Bob knew where I was going with
I
that.
got
Bob
you.
knew.
I can raise and lower my blood pressure at will. Why would you want to raise it? So I can lower it again. Clearly. Ronaldo has nothing to offer.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, me too then. Ronaldo is my lead.
Okay. Varys?
I'm pretty much just gonna go to bed. Sit right down in my journal a little bit. Make some notes about the church that we were in. Something about it just appealed to me a little bit. Might have to go back there. And then go to sleep.
Okay. So yeah, you all rest pretty comfortably. Again, nights here are as comfortable as they can be. You have a nice warm bed. But
And a cuddle puddle.
and a cuddle puddle. But the window or the wind just whips off the lake and into these buildings. And it is just nonstop howling throughout the night. So you guys get a moderately good rest under the circumstances. but not much other than that. I feel like my
It's an
camera.
uneventful night.
I feel like my camera's choppy.
They've all been kind of in and out choppy tonight for me.
But that's local.
I think
man.
it's just the haircut. It's
the
throwing you
haircut.
off.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
glint of the hair.
It's that extra centimeter of open skin. Yeah, it happens.
It's true.
I've learned that for a haircut like that, you just gotta tilt your head a little bit to the other side.
Whenever I talk to anybody, it's just on this side of my face, and as they turn, I kind of just circle, and it's
Yeah.
fun.
There you
You
go.
got a crink in your neck, Bob? Looks like you slept on it funny. No, this is fine. I'm supposed to be looking at you this way.
What do you think?
Yeah, so everybody's gotten a long rest, so go ahead and mark that off in your character sheets.
Okay.
Again, spell slots, back to healing, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And as you wake up the morning, the window that has been busted isn't fixed; it's merely boarded up. But the snowdrifts have pushed up against the building, and it is freezing out. It is a frigid morning here in the 10 towns.
There's not a way for me to tinker something that would be a little bit toasty.
Let's see.
Is there?
Artificer. What can the artifice?
I picked the wrong group, but I just thought it would be really funny to be.
You picked the
MLM.
wrong. Wait, we're the wrong group.
Oh no, I picked the wrong group of character traits to be.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Oh,
the
like
wrong group of
class, like-
people.
Yeah, I picked the wrong
th-
class.
You're tinkering from my experience. You got a trick where you can record messages on things. That's what I learned from my master. It can also emit odors, but I think that was just something weird that he taught me as like a party gag.
Yep.
And then if people get really drunk, you can make like this little disco ball that lets out these weird lights.
I emit odors too, but it's usually just after I eat this bad food up north. It's so bad up here. It's like jerkied fish in ammonia. I don't know what they're doing.
We called that swass back home.
swamp.
I
ass?
call it ass. Is what I call it. It's terrible. Just take that first SW off. That's what it is.
But yeah, so as you kind of head down to the bar, it is people are slow to get up. Not much can happen during these cold times, so they're just milling about. You want to hang out in the bar, or are you heading towards boat and moving out into the
I
lake?
say, let's get to it.
Yeah, no point wasting time. We got things to do, cauldrons to find.
Daylight to save.
Okay.
Bodies to eat.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Nothing.
I
Thinking
heard
out
you.
loud.
I heard you, and I'm down with it, fellow goblinoid. And I just kind of like pump my fist.
I really didn't hear
Human,
what
the
you said.
other white meat.
Long pork.
That's fine. Okay, so where are you heading? How are you doing this?
To the boat.
Okay, so yeah, your boat's there. It's got four paddles, oars, light enough to be carried if you all want to carry it.
How about we?
Carry it.
Well, we're gonna have to because it's like miles to the open water. So what I'm thinking is we do like the bottom east that we saw with our eyes that had holes in it. We ain't see nothing there. We take the boat across to the west, and maybe we find the sailors on the way.
Okay. I tinker up some wheels. I can make a little creature that does things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm gonna name her Ducky. She's gonna help us carry this boat.
Okay. Ducky's not very big, so you probably would need help from more than just Ducky.
Multiple duckies.
Yeah. So I would say you create this little
Ducky?
duck out of metal, and its name is Ducky. It has a little name tag on it that says Ducky. But yeah, it's not very big, so you probably need help carrying it. Damn it. So, okay. So you're on the map. Draw, if you will, your approach. Or how you're searching the lake. If somebody wants to...
Big, I think this is your job. You're the navigator.
So, let's see. Let me just... Okay, freehand. What if we go like this way and explore the shore, and if we don't see nothing here, we take the boat across the middle to the other shore and start exploring it. Then we kind of do like 2 birds with 1 stone. You see what I'm saying?
Everybody's saying that phrase.
Well, because this one time I had 2 birds like sitting next to each other, and I had 1 stone, and I put the stone down, and both the birds flew away, and I was like, man, I managed to move 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay. So, assuming that's your path of where you're going, are you carrying the boat with you?
We have to?
You don't have to. I mean, so what is in what I drew in yellow, the inside of that is going to be, this is going to be your water. Whatever is not covered in ice. So you could,
Yes.
you could easily walk this fine without the boat. Now if you want to get across to the northern side, maybe that's where the cave is. I don't know. I don't want to give you false leads. You would need the boat for that, or you could walk around. Probably be just fine as well. I feel like the boat is a bit of a red herring in this.
I'd like to. Man, red herring sounds delicious, but I would like to use some of my survival instincts. I kind of spent some time in caves, seeing as how I was trapped in one for a few years, to see if I could maybe flesh out some movement around some of these pockmarks.
I like that. Do you see anything? Should we start trekking that away?
Okay. So, Doc, you're leading that charge.
Oh, this is a horrible idea, but all right.
Well, okay. How do you want to try and flesh out the movement?
I just didn't think things through really well. That's the story of my life. That being said, everyone follow me.
Okay.
Becky
Again,
waddling behind.
boat, no boat. What did we decide
I
there?
say no vote. That's
Oh, I ain't
that's
getting in
my
that
vote.
shit.
Okay. That's fair.
Do we have donkeys that could pull the boat?
There's a joke there. I'm just gonna leave it untouched.
No, that's how they did it. You get donkeys that pull boats through the locks.
You could, but again,
gonna
you
cost
could
us.
you could traverse it on ice if you want.
All right, let's traverse it on ice and just
Okay.
so we're dragging the boat, right?
Okay.
Or no
I'll help
boat.
drag.
Okay, drag boat.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll help drag and we'll do that perimeter, I guess, right?
All right.
Look for the cave.
Doc, if you're going first, give me a survival check and draw on the map your exact route.
Oh, what colors are there? Draw shape. Is this freehand? All right, let's start with the dice roll. We're gonna ignore that.
You get a reroll. Advantage.
There is advantage out there.
Yeah, we're gonna use that.
It was a chat. It was a 5.
It was bad.
It was-
We did a bad.
You
Yeah.
should
Fell
feel
through
bad
that.
too. It's
I
better.
don't feel bad.
A
I
19.
I start to walk. I lose my footing, but I save it. And I do a power slide, pull on the boat.
Hell yeah! I want to say, Massacred Muse, you saved the party with that advantage. So thank you so much. Okay, so as you make sure you draw the path of where you're going.
All right, so we start in East Haven.
Yeah, correct.
Right. All right. So we're gonna. Oh, I don't like this color. We're just gonna we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna backtrack a little bit, and then we're gonna resume along the water the way until we get here. This looks particular. X marks looks good.
Okay, so you're starting here and then coming this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you walk and you're walking on the ice, it's got a good healthy layer of snow on the ice, and as you kind of shuffle your feet, you reveal that it's pretty thick. So there's no real worry about cracks or anything. And off in the distance, you can make out some shapes that are heading kind of towards the northern side of the lake. You hear them carrying a boat behind them as well. You would assume it's fishermen going off to catch the knuckle bones that are out there. Overhead, you hear talking and then screeches every once in a while. But they're high enough up in the clouds that you can't see.
Screeches?
Yeah.
Does anyone else hear that weird ass shit?
Everybody will hear it, yep.
I don't know what that is. Or should we be worried? It's not a seagull, is it?
I don't birds migrate when it gets cold like this?
That would make sense.
I'm gonna try to hide and be stealthy for the remainder of our walk, if possible.
Okay, yeah.
He's hiding underneath the boat.
Ooh, I am small. I could maybe like I'm gonna help lift the boat from the inside. Everybody, I hear birds and I'm tiny.
I'm unfazed by screeching. It doesn't sound too ominous, does it? Or is it like it could be a dragon?
It's probably not a dragon.
Okay.
But it could be ominous.
Does anyone here particularly good with animals?
I wouldn't say I'm good with them, but shoot 'em. I'm a ranger.
I'm okay with animals.
I guess anybody, if you would like, you can give me a nature check.
I can give you a nature check. I got +5 on that.
Ooh,
Nice.
+2. So you go right ahead.
Bust out my skull splitter dice.
What is this pluses we all speak of?
Ooh, you hear that metal dice?
8 + 5, 13.
Okay. Anybody else roll? Anybody else do that?
I'm a flat D20 on nature, but you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I'm a ranger. I'm curious.
This noise I ain't.
I got a 2.
A 2.
I got a whopping 10.
And I got a rock.
I got him.
That's like my favorite quote of all time, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, funsies with a 13. You've heard of these before, but you've never encountered them, and you'd assume something of that size making that level of screech, with some kind of like actual talking. You get the idea that it's a harpy.
Ooh. Harpy's bad.
They're bad. They're bad.
What level are you all? 2, right?
2.
You.
Yeah, they're tough for 2-year-olds, I think.
Hmm.
What can
Maybe.
you tell me about these harpies? I don't know much about them.
Crankle Mage let a player reroll was redeemed, so we have a reroll again.
That's good to know. Hmm.
Should I bust out the book?
No, I mean, so harpy is a flying, like humanoid creature that essentially just scavenges, eats things.
I don't think we're
So
gonna
it's like my
find
ex.
the bodies. Oh!
Hey, hey, Gentendo, welcome. We miss you.
These harpies are on. I don't think we're gonna find our dead bodies.
Hmm. Well, I mean,
But you also know that harpies do lure people. So it could be a clue, could not be. It could be a red
More
herring.
people.
They have
Could be.
they're like sirens kind of as well. So the song of the siren.
The automaton.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. They actually play the guitar. That's not out of tune.
Hey! I'm not tune, okay? I just know we were gonna do a thing.
so, I mean, harpies could indicate where there's bodies, or they could just be looking to, like, cause trouble. Either way, I mean, we could continue our search, or we could head towards the harpies and try to see if they found some bodies to scavenge. It's kind of a risk. I'm a bit of a risk taker myself. I'm kind of interested, but I'd like to hear what everybody else thinks.
Do we have any indication how far away they are from us right now?
You can't see them.
I'd say we keep on our journey to find the cauldron. Are they in the same direction?
I don't think we know.
You can't.
We don't
Can't tell.
know. Okay.
I'd say continue towards for the cauldron.
Yeah. We're gonna have to cross this lake. So how far have we gotten so far? No bodies found. On this lake. How far have we gotten on this lake? Or where are we at? In this lake?
You've made it about a mile, so you're probably to the point where you can see the water.
Okay.
I'd say let's
Balls,
hop
we
in
haven't
the
made
boat.
it far at all.
No.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
it's a rowboat, right?
Yeah, but you could also skirt around it. I mean, it's like there's good sections of ice all the way around this that you could just walk instead of trying to get.
If we're trying to find that cave with the cauldron first, maybe we just do the perimeter.
Yeah,
And
let's do the perimeter then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because rowing that boat looks like a lot of physical work.
I'm not about that.
Nor am I. I might be able to rig something to auto row it though.
I was hoping the ducky would be able to carry it for us, but she doesn't seem to be doing much but following us around.
She's little bitty. I mean, I'm small and she's little bitty, I get it. So I'd like to just walk around the perimeter then, and if we exhaust and don't find the cauldron, then we figure out boat stuff. How about that, everybody?
Figure out some
Gotcha.
boat stuff. That sounds
Boat
like
stuff.
here at FeatherFall After Dark. It's the boat stuff.
Boat stuff. Eyebrow wiggles.
That's so gross. I hate it. Okay, so as you walk around the outside of this lake, you do see those offset caves in the sides. Are you exploring each one?
I think we're defaulting to you to see if you can tell if somebody's been in these caves recently or
Yeah,
not.
I think we'd look for like if there was any signs of like movement or disturbance, tracks, lived in type of. And you gotta eat. And who's someone just walking around licking rocks inside the cave?
Licking rocks?
Licking rocks.
Yeah, clearly.
And someone's got to come out, get some water, and you're not gonna poop where you eat.
I don't know many hags. I mean, maybe they just keep, hag bag where they just like pooping and they take that sack, and then maybe there's like a hole in the cave and then they throw that sack in a hole. I mean, there could be an entire ecosystem of shitting in there that we don't understand is what I'm saying. So maybe we should go in the caves one by one.
My whole world of survival training has been blown to shit.
Chat is off the rails tonight. So we've gone so far past the FeatherFall After Dark. We've actually clicked into the category of D&D fetishes. So welcome to the weird place of the internet. We're here. Talking about boat stuff and dirty hermits. Hermits is the word.
Licking rocks.
Licking rocks. I don't even know what to do. I'm scared. Okay,
Well, that's survival 101.
So as you're with a 19 survival, as you pass some of these caves, there's no tracks in or out. Some of them you'll probably see, some small game that would go in and out hunting. There was one with a wolf or two. FeatherFall, gross. I hate it.
Do we need
Also-
to have a safe? Do we all have to have a safe word to
Safe
play in this game?
word.
Yes.
I just want to put it out there. My name is Little Big, and I do have a FetLife account. Okay, just putting that out there. All right.
It's called the tripod.
They teach rangers how to tie knots. You know what I'm saying?
I just can't, y'all. All right, moving the game forward. So you do see game in and out of there. You don't see any people tracks, humanoid tracks, anything like that, until you hit one cave in particular. You catch one set of tracks that it's behind a rock, so the wind doesn't catch it to blow it away. So everything else has kind of been just hit by wind and blizzard, covered up, the snowdrift conditions that are out there. But behind these rocks, you see a couple sets of tracks that lead up into a cave.
What kind of tracks?
Human tracks, yeah.
Just follow them.
I will follow those
I will
wherever
follow
they
those.
may go.
I will follow you.
I moonwalk backwards.
Now I want to go watch Sister Act.
I know, right?
Doesn't MVic have that as the either
As its follower, yeah.
That's what it is. All right. All right, so I'll remind chat that you all can see the screen. They cannot, so please do not give any spoilers in the chat as the players are in the Twitch chat. But I will move
Finders.
you all. No, you're fine. I will move you all here. You should see on the left-hand side of the screen.
Just black.
Is that where the duchy is?
That's where the duchy. We passed it to the left-hand side. Yeah.
No one thought means either.
So, what you're seeing here, Doc, is you see that the tracks split right here. There are 4 different entrances. 2, I'll reveal just a little bit more for you. 3 of them appear to be cliffside entrances. One of them appears to be a frozen stream that meets up with a lake, Loch Dinishire.
Does the stream look like we'll need the rowboat to get past it?
It's frozen.
Oh, okay.
So where the tracks started were about here, and then they split off, one into there and one into there. So there's tracks.
But there's 2
Where they
other
split.
openings outside of those 2.
Correct. You don't see any tracks out of those 2.
These tracks look the least menacing.
I mean, they're all humanoid, you said, right?
Yeah, correct.
Doc, don't you always take everything on the left?
I do, but that didn't seem to work out too great when we met those pale-skinned dwarves.
I mean, we killed them all, didn't we?
Didn't die.
I don't know. We met a zombie ogre. That's
It's a lot.
kind
It
of
is a
rocked
lot.
my world.
Well, you know what,
Sure.
Doc? I always take every rat. Do we want to try my way tonight?
Yeah, I like to keep things fresh. Let's get jiggy with it.
All right. So follow the tracks on the right, everybody.
On the
That's
right.
all right.
On the
You're
right
going
side?
first there, buddy.
On the
Yes,
right
you are.
side. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you see these tracks, they go up into what you can see is a 30-foot ledge. And
Oh, we gotta climb.
there's
Can we
easy enough
change it? Can we?
handholds.
All right.
Easy enough handholds. There's no checks required. As you slowly get up there, you see that it goes into a deeper cavern system where where you're at is dark, but down some of these corridors you can see bits of light.
Are they all lit, or is there just like a specific one that's lit?
It where you're at, it's just a specific way that's lit. Yeah.
Like there's
Right.
sconces in a wall, or from like a fire in the distance type.
Hard to tell.
Is
Is
it the
so
right
the-
one or the left one that's lit?
Is it hard? Sorry. Go ahead.
It comes from the like here.
Yeah.
Up to the left in that where that T is.
So it's just light to our eyes right now. It doesn't seem like it's flickering like a flame would be. Or
It's a
does it
solid
seem-
light. Yep, correct.
Okay.
So there's no like
there,
flame flicker.
Is there an opportunity for me to try to drop into some shadows and shimmy along the wall towards that opening and peek? Some sneaky stuff I can do.
Yeah, you're. I mean, it's dark enough where you're at that it is. So those with dark vision, it would kick in here. Those without dark vision, it would be really hard to see, especially because you are backlit from the lake and the glare off the snow. Yeah. So as you hit this area, you see that the cavern kind of turns upward into a bigger room, and where this bigger room is, it has a lot of just natural light coming in.
But dark vision.
Nice. Little big. As you go deeper into the cave, here on FeatherFall After Dark, it's it sounds like a moaning. How do they put it?
Is it a good moaning or a bad moaning?
It sounds like a moaning crone, like an old lady.
Oh, God.
kind of moaning.
How do we ageistly know? Ageistly is a word I just had to make up because of Wizards of the Coast. How do we ageistly know that it's an old person moaning from sound?
Little Big, this one's on you.
Oh, I can tell that this is an old person moaning because the sound is echoing off their D&D
It says-
AARP card.
It says a moaning crone. So take crone.
Oh, come on. You never walked in on your grandparents.
Gross. I'm
You know, they
done.
call it the crone bone is what they call it. Huh?
No! Stop it! Y'all are
Oh
all
my
ancient.
God.
I'm gonna
Wow,
go
this
bed
is going
now.
off. the
Yeah,
rails
this is
tonight.
let's just move forward from that. Also, the definition of crone, an old woman who is thin and ugly. How awful is that, by the way?
Figure that she's been ugly by the moaning sound. That's my thing.
Oh, this person is uncomely. I can tell.
She
She's
I don't
moaning,
get
but
it, like-
whoever she's with is not.
why Wizards, why do you do that? Dude, just say it sounds like a moaning in here or like a howling. However you sorry.
I don't want to hear a crone howl either.
I hate encountering unattractive old people in the dark. Let's turn around.
I'm out. This is my one nope.
Saggy balls.
God, why? Where's that? Stop it.
She's got a bag of holding, all right, 2 of them. Neither of them are pretty.
Going back to Big Daddy references.
Ugh.
Saggy balls.
So I go back to everybody and I'm like, hey, a really old unattractive person is making a noise ahead.
Can you replicate that noise?
I've fallen and I can't get up. Pretty sure that's exactly how it sounds. Friended. Well, high five. We both nailed that one.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You guys have walked in on your grandparents.
Don't judge
That's the
me.
secret. I am the grandparent. I don't even know what that means.
That's my secret, Cap. I am the grandparent.
I've always been a septuagenarian.
But yeah, so I'm gonna D&D folks. I'm gonna change the wording on this a little bit. I'm staring right at you. We're gonna change it to a howling. There's a howling that almost sounds as if it's a humanoid howling in this cave.
Shall we go towards it or shall we run away?
I mean, Don't threaten me with a good time, moaning.
The fact that you have like you can hear two separate moans within that moan.
That's called an echo.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
That's an echo. We should locate it.
Supper's ready. Supper's ready, kids. Come get it.
No. There's a comically large oven and gingerbread everywhere. No, so...
I've always heard the older the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Stop it.
Oh, no, that's officially the line. That's officially the line. We found it, everyone. Congratulations. We found the line tonight.
We're
I feel like
actually...
Ferdinand Magellan.
I'm going to vote to kick off LOC. Anybody with me? For that
Like,
reference
that's
alone.
See, that's the thing.
Jen, you're back in.
I need to be back in it. Jen wants to be back in no matter what because I love Jen.
Ditto. So, yeah, I'd like to walk towards the sound. How about everybody else?
I feel like you're very stealthy, so I feel like if anybody's going to go in and cause a ruckus, it's going to be either me or Doc. And I vote Doc, because I got my ass handed to me last time we walked in somewhere. Doc, your turn. Pat him on the back.
And I am all for going. We came here to find this cauldron, and that sure sounds like where we might find it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, so as sorry, chat's insane tonight. I
can't
can't.
see chat, because if I see chat, then I'm going to see the map. And then if I see the map, I'm going to get in trouble.
No, you're fine. Just don't metagame. That's all we ask. You know, if you see the map, cool, fine. I don't care. Just don't metagame. Be like, oh, I know exactly where the old Corone is. I can tell off the map.
I'm
No.
not
Drink
gonna
like
cheat.
me,
I'm
you'll
not going to
forget.
cheat, so I'm
Hey.
not going to look at chat. So if anybody says anything funny, tell me.
Also, everybody, if you can put your tokens out. Funsies, I haven't uploaded yours yet. I apologize. That's my fault. Bad, lazy DM. My B.
I don't know what it is or how to use it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, mine's not there either.
Yeah, I see yours.
But I don't have the good one that friend
Oh,
made.
yeah, I gotta upload all of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is mine out? Mine's not out. How do I
Yours
put mine out?
is the blue person.
Hi, blue person.
Abu Di Abu Da.
I
In
am
case of
blue, da,
the blues.
ba, da, ba, ba.
Okay, so you're moving forward, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Back in the lead.
Up or to the moan
Which-
or
Towards the moan.
Little Big, which way is the moaning?
I believe...
lead me to the
Isn't-
moan.
Oh. This is Eiffel. It's making me pretty blue, I say, as I point to the left.
So we go back out the way we came?
Wasn't to the left, the moon? Wasn't it to the left?
Yeah, it was to,
Yeah,
the,
that's
it was to the
yeah.
top. Yeah. So yeah, as you kind of come in here, you see this bigger opening that Little Big saw earlier, and this is where all of this natural light is kind of piercing through what little ice is above you, and then it leads to a bigger other area that way. But there's nothing up here. It is empty. I will say, using Doc's original 19 survival check, you see that there has been traffic in here, but nothing recent. There's no snowdrifts here, so it's hard to tell because it is pure ice, and it's like ice on stone.
I wish we could abolish all this ice.
Oh,
I mean that. So with that in mind, when we walk into this new room, does it sound like the moaning is coming from the top left now, or the right?
It's kind of coming from all around you at
I
this
don't want
point.
that.
Is it an orgy?
I look up. Can I see anything up?
Is this an eyes wide
Is it hard
shut
to use
situation,
something?
Bob?
Is it within us all along?
How many shades of gray do we see?
What?
Oh God.
You hear
Okay.
me suddenly say, "I wish I did not have dark vision in this very moment."
You see
What about
nothing.
smell?
You see nothing in here at all. There's no orgies. There's no weirdness. There's nothing. It is wind howling through the fucking cavern.
Oh Fuck this book, Bob. Fuck, chuck the book. Let's write our homebrew. Fuck this book.
Help.
All right.
It's moaning though. It's a moaning crone.
No
You said
chat
it's
tonight.
wind. Is it wind or not wind?
It is wind. And as you enter this room, but I wouldn't have given that to you earlier. Right? As you enter this room, you get the point that when you break the wind, when you
when you break wind,
son of a bitch, when you
Did that on
break, when you
purpose.
block the passage of the wind into this room, that howling stops. So you get that it's reflective off of whatever is in here, and the way it's shaped that kind of causes that to just echo throughout the entire cave system.
little big. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
I consulted a book, and the book led me astray.
Yeah.
Should we go check the other annals of this cave?
Oh my god. Travis, don't you giggle.
It's
Yeah.
getting pretty stalactite in here.
So the options you have is north or east. Never eat soggy Wheaties, right? So remember.
I don't see the north passage.
So north passage would be right here,
That's just gonna take us outside, isn't it?
and then there's that passage.
Is that where the passing of the wind is occurring from outside?
Well, there could be more intricate caves in there. It could go straight outside. I don't know.
Well,
You have to explore as the player.
Is there only the two, or is there one to the right?
We said we was
there's one
taking
here.
rights. Let's go right. Let's take the right. Let's keep going
Okay.
right.
yes,
Go
right.
that way.
Yep.
I marched my little goblin ass to the center of this cave like I just got paid on a street corner to plunder the depths of something less wholesome.
I feel like I must protect him from the depths of unwholesome things.
Yeah. So as you enter this room, it is just a large room. Nothing in here.
Do we make it music?
As you don't block the wind, it does kind
Yeah.
of make that howling sound still.
I'm gonna block this side. What's that sound like?
It just stops.
If I go right there, that'd be flat.
Yep, exactly.
What about up here?
March up
Oh.
behind the dock.
I'm gonna march with them because I'm having way too much fun with these cave noises.
It's like the old hillbilly, like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's a jug. It's a jug.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so you're heading
Moonshine
up.
jug.
You're heading up. All right, so as you head north, you see that there is a separate offshoot and then a passage that you would assume goes to the other side that you didn't go.
Little big. Do you hear extra moaning in here?
Do I, Bob? Do I hear any sort of special sounds emanating from this dark hole?
Nope, but as you do kind of poke your head in there, you can see ancient stick figure drawings carved into the northern wall.
Oh, I like picture books. And I walk in there.
I want to see what the art.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and it looks like it's a picture of stuff happening.
What kind of stuff?
Like what kind of stuff?
It's such a dumb
Like-
check here. Again, I'm gonna critique the book, everybody.
It's not butt stuff. Is
I'll read. No, it's boat stuff.
Very
Character,
close.
What do you go?
a
Sorry.
character.
Bob,
Oh man.
Bob, are you sure about that?
Oh boy.
A character who makes a successful DC 15 intelligence history check can correctly interpret the carvings. Dude, they're stick figures. How can you not correctly interpret that it is big people walking into water dying? So why would you need a check there? Sorry.
Because my child cannot always distinguish between big people and little people. Fine motor skills.
Yeah, I look at it and I'm saying, it looks like these big people were resurrected in the lake and walked ashore.
We're going backwards.
I read a lot of manga.
I think it's from left to right, not right to left.
Oh.
But yeah, you get the hint that this is kind of what the clergy person was telling you earlier, that in some of these caves, the giants would, when their life had come to an end.
How hot are these hot springs?
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't like burn up; they would just drown. So,
how deep are these hot springs?
Probably pretty
At
deep.
least giant tall.
Giant tall, yeah. How tall is a giant?
Yeah.
Well, I say we go explore that bottom passage we ain't seen yet.
Yeah, I think that's
To be clear, LOC, you can drown in a puddle. So,
Bob,
not wrong.
I could drown in your eyes.
it's true.
Oh,
I've been told
just
that.
not your hairline.
It's not my hairline, baby.
It must have been something you rolled.
Singing it in my head. I don't know the rest of the words.
I feel like the last couple minutes have just been dragging. I felt like an eternity stuck in this cave.
That's how long we've been trying to decipher these drawings.
Yeah.
I immediately rushed down to the bottom passage. I'm so eager. I'm so eager, Bob. I have reckless abandon.
Eager.
I don't
eagerly.
care about traps. I don't care about anything. I'm just running.
Oddly enough, nobody has really looked into traps.
Was there any traps?
So
Shoot.
There are now.
traps. No traps.
I'm out of breath from chasing after Little Big.
Yeah. So as you move forward into this, you see this nice icy bridge that you look down, and that's where that river entrance was earlier. It's about a 20-foot drop from here, but this does lead into another set of passages. Ooh.
This looks dangerous.
I think it'll be okay.
Anybody? How about?
I send little ducky across. I see.
Okay.
She waddles.
Yeah. As the duck goes whack, 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 all the way across.
He dies.
It's safe. It seems safe. I would trust a 3-pound duck to walk across this bridge.
I want to run across.
Okay. Varies. As you see the duck, you're like, we're good! Go streaking! You just... and you run across. You're good.
Wait.
I see that much larger elven man do the sprinting, and I'm like, I'm a tiny goblin. I'm somewhere between a little duck thing and a big elfin man. And I decide it is my time to shine, and I book across the bridge as well.
I'm just gonna let us go one at a time. You can go next.
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Okay.
Scissors.
Smaller one first.
I reluctantly
Who
walk
won?
across.
Okay, everybody, you slowly, after arguing who wants to go first, you guys, one by one, make it across this bridge. No issues, no creaking, no crumbling, nothing.
Pick up Ducky and I'm like, good job.
I feel like that was a trap.
I feel like it was a trap as well. It gave me trap vibes.
A psychological trap.
Okay, so as you're here, I will reveal more for you. Yeah, so the flavor text on this one's really hot. This cave contains an abandoned campsite.
Oh wow! I'm gonna go. Shit, this is worth it.
So like, okay, here's another example of flavor text. A rowboat bobs. I don't want to read that one. A crowd has gathered in front of the town hall to watch the public execution of Dazan, a human wizard who, despite efforts to disguise himself, was recognized and arrested for the crimes he inflicted upon Dalefolk. He has been bound to a stake and gagged. So it's these long, nice descriptive. And then we have, this cave contains an abandoned campsite.
Dun, dun, dun. Want to check it out?
The
It looks like
leather
there's
of
papers
the
on
sleep
ground.
sack wafts in the air. Go all George R.R. Martin about it. The silk is made from the finest of elven.
Well, okay. I love descriptive text, so I don't have to do it. Like, but this book has so many instances of just lazy writing that you're just like, why? Why?
I just want to put this book out.
Yeah.
Because they knew we would buy it. That's why.
It's covered in so much dust, and there are likely spiders everywhere you step. You hear a spider start to crawl and go, "Hey, what are you doing? This is my..." No. As you look in here, you do see a nice bedroll. An old...
Does it moan?
No moaning here. You can hear the moaning coming from back. It's more of a howl. We changed it, remember? As you manipulated the room, you toggled the switches. It changed from a moan to a howl. But you do see an old campfire. God, you see an
They
old
obviously
campfire.
didn't know their audience with this book.
Yeah, right. Oh God, the tiny hand is back.
Oh, jeez.
I think that's all Travis has said all night. Oh, jeez.
That's my motto for the evening.
Oh, jeez.
There's an old campfire that has some like coal in there and some ember. No embers, because that would mean that it was recent.
I go up to it to see if it's still warm.
It is not. And as you look in there, there are some papers that have not been fully burned.
Ooh, I ruffle through and pick a few up.
Sure.
What we got? Writing? No writing?
Yeah, you get you find one page that it's about 3/4 burned, but the sentence is, "The wind truly sounds like a wailing woman. One could easily go mad in this place."
Because of that
If
damn.
they just turn the knobs, it would be just fine if they just turned the knob.
You know, if it was a masculine howl, I would feel empowered. It's that damn feminine energy of the place. Like, what are they trying to say? What the fuck is going on in this book?
Man howl, woman howl. Totally different vibes. Ambiance. It's all about the ambiance.
Jesus. Is there anything else of note besides the burnt papers as I root around in an effort to expedite this room?
No. Just the burnt papers.
I'm going to go outside. I'm going to think about this cave. I'm going outside.
I think Little Big did go mad.
Little Big did get mad.
Before everyone storms off,
Outside.
can I reassemble the papers, or are they that far gone?
So some of them are burnt, and you can't reassemble them. There's nothing, like, you catch words every once in a while, but there's really nothing to note here.
Okay. Then I'll follow the group.
Okay.
The group. We should go to the next one.
So as you hit the bridge
Oh shoot.
here, you get this.
Balls.
You get this smell of
Old people.
old women. No, you get this smell. Just old blue hairs in here.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit of lavender, a little bit of potpourri.
No, you get this. You get
It's
this.
like a Golden Girls reunion.
Are any of them still alive besides Betty White?
I'm trying to describe the smell.
Oh, sorry.
No, Massacre Muse is yelling at me. Describe the smell. I am trying. It's a nice hearty stew. Home cooking, some good spices in the air, some vegetables roasting, but it smells lovely.
Can you tell where the smell is coming from?
You would get the hint that it's the moment you hit here. So probably either to the north or to the south.
Cave. Okay.
Not outside the cave. Definitely not outside the cave.
So is it the north or the south? Those are opposite directions.
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell where a smell is coming from when you enter an area, and it could,
But it's definitely
I would
not
like to
the
argue
west.
that. I'm not gonna lie.
Say that
Here,
again.
pull my fingerless test.
What'd you say, Funsies? You want to argue that?
I feel like I would argue that. Like I can tell when I'm like, that smells. That's a nice smell, and I'm like, that's coming from the cat bathroom, or that's coming from the kitchen.
Which direction is the essential oil coming from?
Yeah.
So
I'm
okay,
trying
so you have lion smell, sure. Yeah, you can tell it's coming from the north.
We were just up there.
Could I use?
Right here.
We're gonna have to get in the water.
It's frozen, so it's like it's a frozen lake or
Well,
river.
it doesn't look frozen to me on the map.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said that earlier.
I'm not a
noticed-
good listener.
I noticed the crew has not joined me outside, so I double back in. I'm still upset.
Varys, what are you trying to say?
Can I use detect magic to tell if the scent is like magic or if it's like a real scent of food?
You get no magic.
Interessante. Somebody's just a really good cook.
I'm gonna try
we
to.
can-
Good.
And how far of like a drop is it onto the frozen water?
Well, normally called ice, it's about 20 feet.
Why gotta be like that? That's wicked rude.
I love you,
More
Travis.
importantly, what kind of energy does the ice give off? Is it masculine? Because then I feel like I could traverse it without going crazy.
It has no energy of either.
Gendered energy. It's ungendered.
Yeah.
It's genderless.
What is that? Androgynous?
this ice.
Is that the appropriate word there?
I think so. I think it's in androgyny. I believe is more in between, but I don't know. I'm not.
I'm going to try to
the
read a
trees. I'm just a humble branch.
Substances used non-binary
Thank you.
energy. Thank you so much.
That NB energy.
Mm-hmm.
Or agender.
Mhm.
It's ice. It doesn't give off any of that. And
I mean, yeah, that's the book. I'm making fun of the bad.
yeah,
book.
100%. I 100% agree. This book is so infuriating with some of that stuff that I feel as a DM I need to just straight up change it. Like I'm gonna poke fun of it, and I want everybody to see that there is a clear problem with the way this book is written, and I will poke fun of it at it. But in a serious D&D game, absolutely not. I would never say those words out of my mouth. I hope everybody understands that.
Serious D&D.
No, like not in that sense of what I mean. Like if we were a bunch of like I don't want to say neckbeards, but like we're deep into this.
I'm trying. I can't
no,
go
don't
in next beard.
No, not in that sense. But what I mean
this,
is
Portland?
like what I mean is we're all people who understand that we can take this light. We can take this in a sense of this is not like we all understand that this is not appropriate, and so we can poke at it and say that hey, this is really poorly written, and understand it, right? That's what I mean. In a more serious game where people can't do that or people have a problem with that, I would never say this out of my mouth. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that. In understanding the lines and veils of this party, I feel like we can. So
Yeah,
How far away down to frozen water?
20 feet. I'm gonna rig a rope.
I could cast FeatherFall on all of us. We can just go.
Oh,
That sounds fun.
that's so
No-
meta.
no worrying
Connect to FeatherFall tabletop game.
That's why I.
hey, that's
Title
where we're
card.
at.
Ah!
Title card.
But then we don't have to find a place to tie the rope onto and worry about it falling down.
The question also is how we get back up. Should we
Feather
need it?
flight.
That is a good point.
As he stares directly into the camera.
We don't have to come back up though. We can go back out as long as the
That makes sense. You're right.
Frozen
I'm sure there's
water
alternative routes.
leads out that bottom cave, which I would assume.
Oh, you're
it
right.
does.
You're right. You're right.
Tell you what, I'm gonna put a rope up. I still want to try this FeatherFall thing. If we need to get out of here fast from the way we came, there'll be a rope. That way we got all our bases covered. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody's got
Yeah.
ropes. That's like
That's a
like,
good plan. I like your plan.
I like your plan. I want to try this fancy magic stuff.
Everybody huddle
Casting
together.
FeatherFall on all of us.
Okay. And
And
yeah,
since
you
I cast it, I will jump first.
and as you jump,
I'm hesitant to jump, I'm afraid. Let everybody else jump first before I jump.
yeah, you
I
you
will
straight
jump
Mary Poppins just down. Nice slow fall. But as you land,
Oh God.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
That everyone or just him?
I'm the only one that said they jumped anyway. So
Okay.
12.
So, as you land, and everybody watching, make sure this is okay. You see Varys hit and start to like move his feet really fast in a very comical way, just to kind of regain himself and steady himself on the ice. Luckily,
How's the frozen water? Is it sturdy?
Like, I'm not too used to ice, so I slipped a little bit.
you
Kind
know,
of like learning to ice skate, but
no
I'm good.
cracks, no creaking. It does appear sturdy as you step on it.
Yes, it's otherwise sturdy. Just
Okay, your turn.
watch your feet, your landing.
I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna try that FeatherFall thing. I hear them FeatherFall boys ain't right in the head.
It's probably true.
We're all. Come on, look at us. Look what we've been talking about tonight.
Okay, yeah, everybody as you just land, give me a dexterity saving throw to see how
Okay.
well you land gracefully on the ice. Because I want one of you to faceplant.
That'll be me.
All right.
Oh,
And 8.
An 8.
Oh my God! What did you get? Did you get a nat one?
He rolled a 1. Can we
Yeah.
get an oof? Can we get an oof in the chat for Mr. Lord of Chance? Funsies, you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Little Big an 18. You gracefully land, and it's almost like you land and then you kind of just start walking. So you pick up the slip. Funzy, or I'm sorry, Narak. I just wanted to say Funsies. Narak,
It sounds nicer.
as you land,
We got a reroll. Jen offered a reroll for Doc.
Doc.
I'm guessing.
It's up to you all whether you want to do it. I mean, this isn't really like
I don't think he's gonna go through the ice on a nat one.
no, just
I won't. If you
Narak.
promised.
No, you're fine. Narak, as you land, you kind of slip and your feet fall out from under you and kind of fall onto your butt. Doc,
Ow.
as you land, unaware of really how slippery this is, you just face plant. And as your
Slide
face
a
just
little bit.
hits it and you slide and you catch up to Little Big, just on the ground as Little Big is, just running.
So I'm gonna go back. Does anyone ever remember Eureka's Castle when you were a kid?
Yes.
Batley. I meant to do that.
Man, I used to love Draga's Castle.
Yeah, so as you all steady yourself onto the ice, you see that this comes up into it, and Narak, almost like little scent waves through the air. You can exactly tell where this is coming from. You have that keen sense of direction with smell, and you know it's coming from deeper within the cave.
It's coming from that way. I'm like holding on to the walls as I'm walking though. Like brand new to ice skating, just trying my best, and
Yeah.
my claws are gripping the sides
So if you
furiously.
Yeah, if you haven't been in some of the colder climates, as the water freezes if there's no like weather on top of it, it's really slick. Otherwise, you can get little ice chunks that sit on top of it. Snow hits and melts and whatever. But this is really slick. So there's no weather that really comes in here, and it is just a sheet of slick ice all the way down. So as you all hold yourself on, Little Big, you're able to just kind of gracefully maneuver with that save. Doc, you're having a hard time. It's comical that you're
just scooting on his face like an inchworm.
yeah, it's kind of like whoop whoop.
Ren and Stimpy episode.
But yeah, you make it through here into a bigger opening where where the river kind of beaches to a sense here.
There's bones.
Here, and then as you're above this, you see here that the much like that other moaning, howling portion of the cave, it has the natural light peeking through the top, and how crystal clear this water is. You do see that there are large bones beneath the surface, much like the pictograph you saw earlier.
They got come to life.
And as you get closer around here, the smell becomes more intense, and you hear this cackling coming from through there.
We're hearing it like straight ahead of us, not to the right, that smaller passage, you think?
Yep, that's correct. So you're hearing it from up here.
Given the wide open and naturally lit nature of this, is there anywhere for me to try to stealth and hide right now, or no?
Have we crested the corner, or have we just like kind of peeked over?
I would say you're in where your token is. So just to remind everybody, please, when we're on these dungeon crawl maps, please be mindful of your token.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Did you, Doc?
So
Get
yeah,
shit together.
really where your token is where I would interpret you are. So you haven't really poked in here much.
Okay.
Just the tip.
Oh my god. So let me zoom in on these tokens, by the way.
Come again?
Look at these amazing tokens that were done by Frendon. So these two here, I need to upload the others. Little Big and Varys, amazing work, by the way. He did it in like 3 minutes, so he's just like, whatever. I'm just amazing at drawing stuff.
Then he deleted mine and then redrew it.
Yeah.
And that took 4 minutes total.
It took 4 whole minutes, yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
I'm special is really what I'm trying to get at.
Then he drew this one here, which I don't know how you can beat that.
I have the best face.
Your skin is so smooth because of the essential oils that you're featureless. You're just like that skin that's stretched in the Doctor Who episode that gets moisturized.
So yeah, you haven't moved in there yet. You get the idea that you could probably hide in some of these corners pretty easily.
Okay.
But you can't see anybody around.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nobody puts Little Big in the corner.
Tell you what, y'all, I'm gonna put myself in the corner. How about I scout ahead, try to stay stealthy, and report back if I see something bad. How about that? What do y'all think?
I like that idea.
All right, so I'm gonna move my token where I'm going, but just know I'm like hugging the walls the whole time.
Yep.
Making little hand signals to try and like understand what's going on and where.
Oh, there's
he's
all
at.
sorts of goblinoid ranger hand signals that mean nothing. Yeah.
Sure. And as you come in here, you can see the natural light kind of open this up into just a empty like area of the cave. But then it as you get here, it goes deeper in, and that smell becomes more intense.
Okay.
And you do
But
see,
I don't see anything.
You see a bulging, a pulsing light is the word I was actually searching for. A
Throbbing.
No, God, I hate words tonight. A pulsing light, almost like a heartbeat, just kind of slowly pulsing in here, closer to where you hear, the sound of. It's like a cackle, but it's more like merriment. Is a better way to put it.
I go back and I tell everybody I made it to the corner and there appears to be a bulging, pulsing, cackling ahead.
The light is pulsing and bulgy. It's the cackling.
God,
that
I
is
just can't
snaring.
tonight, y'all.
It's fine. A hand wave away. Yeah.
Yeah, are you poking your head in a little bit further?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, I'd like to go back, tell everybody what I saw, then come back and hand wave away that just enough time to, like, actually kind of start to poke in.
Yeah.
I am terrified that these bones are gonna come to life. They seem like they could be enchanted.
Okay.
It does seem like a cave with an issue with bones.
Let's take a second here. Chat's having some issues. Y'all. Whoa, hold on. I got some feedback. Y'all been like rated MA in chat all night. One Freudian slip, and you're all like, "Oh my god!" Let's fucking calm down, y'all. Frandon's got the face. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love all of you.
I do have a face. I'm sorry, everyone. I have a face.
I said you have the face.
Oh,
Of the party.
I see.
Calm
probably a
down,
bad
Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, Linda.
Linda, listen.
Listen to that.
That kid's amazing, by the way.
So cute.
Maybe we should take his face off. So as you poke your head in here, you see an old crone. You see a hag in here, stirring away at this pot, and then directly behind, towards the back wall, you do see a large table. And again, I'm going to remind, there is a content warning here, so I did it at the start of the stream. I'll do it again. With 4 severed bodies that are chopped up, splayed open, almost as if maybe the organs are being taken out. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Ooh, on that cliffhanger.
Yeah, so that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Remember.
I do want to say, chat, thank you so much. It was a good time. Party, thank you so much. It was a great time. We do have content warnings here. Clearly, Featherfall After Dark, it gets a bit interesting at times. Freudian slips happen here and there as the bulging light is flickering. But I do want to say thank you, everybody. Going forward, I'm probably going to be changing some of the verbiage to this module. There's a lot of weird genderization of stuff, and it just doesn't fit into a game.
I love how we gendered like the moaning of the wind, and then it was like that wasn't the real hag.
Well, let me and to be clear, I didn't gender it. The book straight up did. Yes, Jen, I 100% agree, and we were highlighting a lot of that tonight. That the writing is just atrocious. So I'm going to be, as you probably noticed, a lot of the rewrite I did today already in the church. That will be happening more often. I'm going to write a strongly worded letter now. I do want to get the word out there that this book is poorly written. So I've done a lot of D&D modules. This is not a good one at all.
Yeah. Jen and I were briefly in another campaign of this that didn't get to this area, and the other areas we were in were just as ham-fisted and weird. Just as ham-fisted and weird.
Yeah. And I mean, Descent into Avernus has a couple that you're like, whoa, that's why do you need to say that? That's weird. Like 1 or 2, not a lot. This one is like every fucking page. You're like, oh my God.
Was Icewind one of those older modules that they just kind of wrote?
It was.
So you can't even use that as an excuse.
No. Yeah.
Guys being dudes.
Well, it's
just dude stuff like old lady wind.
You got that old lady wind. Just turn the dial.
Like in the forward of the book, they talk about this, and I'll have to do this in a different maybe different session and just straight up talk about this and what they try to. No, it was in the afterward. Sorry. Yeah. And so they justify it, and they justify it as isolation and the scariness of that, which is a true thing. And please don't think we're making light of that in any way. But some of the ham-fistedness with this whole thing, it could use some content review before it gets published. That's probably true, Seth. I could fully see that happening where they rush this out because they're much like what I read. This is an abandoned campsite. Like, go on to describe that there's a fire pit that has partial pieces of paper in it and a bedroll, whatever. This is an abandoned campsite. Okay, so the players are gonna be like, "What's at the abandoned campsite?" Oh, so the stuff I should have read you in the flavor text, anyways. Sorry.
Yeah.
I could go on. I can go on and on about this forever. I do want to say thank you, everybody in chat. We're gonna do a raid. I don't know who's out there. I think is Homebrew still playing?
Probably. Church never shuts up.
So we're gonna raid Homebrew RP, home channel of LOC here. Make sure you tell them FeatherFall sent you. Say hi over there. I do want to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out again. We'll get through the ham-fistedness together, and we'll move on as we thumbs up here, and goodbye.